U.S. deploys thousands of elite troops to Venezuelan. U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class destroyer interception of Venezuelan fishing vessel sparks regional tension. According to the Associated Press, Venezuelan authorities denounce an operation by the U.S. Navy that allegedly boarded a Venezuelan tuna boat with 9 fishermen on board while it was sailing in the country's territorial waters. The incident, reported Saturday by Foreign Minister Yvonne Gill, comes amid an already tense climate marked by the deployment of American naval forces in the Caribbean and increasingly confrontational rhetoric between Washington and Caracas. The case highlights not only the fragility of bilateral relations but also the strategic role played by modern naval assets in the region. The Venezuelan minister stated that the fishing vessel had been intercepted by a U.S. Navy destroyer. Although the ship's exact name was not specified, American presence in the area mainly relies on Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, used for patrols and power projection missions. These vessels, built around the Aegis combat system, form the backbone of the U.S. surface fleet. A destroyer of this class displaces more than 9,000 tons at full load and reaches speeds of up to 30 knots. Its capabilities are based on a combination of SPY-1D radar sensors, standard surface-to-air missiles, Tomahawk cruise missiles, and lightweight torpedoes. With a crew of over 300 sailors, these ships can sustain long-term operations. Their imposing silhouette and versatile armament explain why such units are often deployed for missions ranging from shows of force to maritime control. An Arleigh Burke is designed to operate effectively across multiple domains. Its 96 Vertical Launch System, VLS, cells provide notable flexibility. They can carry standard SM-2 or SM-6 missiles for air defense, ESSM for close-range self-protection, Tomahawks for precision strikes at more than 1,000 kilometers, and even anti-ship missiles. This versatility turns the ship into a floating arsenal capable of handling simultaneous aerial, surface, and undersea threats. The destroyer also operates MH-60R Seahawk helicopters used for anti-submarine warfare and maritime surveillance. These aircraft complement the hull-mounted and towed sonar systems, giving the ship extended coverage against submarine threats. Compared with the coastal patrol vessels fielded by regional navies, the technological and capability gap is considerable. The boarding of a civilian vessel, even for a limited time, functions as a demonstration of maritime control. The 8-hour presence of an armed detachment aboard the Venezuelan fishing boat illustrates the American intent to assert authority and underline that U.S. forces can act close to Venezuela's coast. For Caracas, the episode is framed as a direct violation of national sovereignty. The subsequent escort of the fishing boat by the Venezuelan Navy highlights the difficulty of countering a fleet equipped with far more advanced systems. The incident underscores the vulnerability of civilian economic activities in times of confrontation. This event takes place as U.S. President Donald Trump ordered the deployment of more than 4,000 troops to the region in August, justifying the move as part of the fight against drug cartels. Washington frequently accuses President Nicolas Maduro and his associates of participating in a vast narcotics network. The U.S. State Department even doubled the reward for Maduro's capture, raising it to $50 million. Caracas rejects these allegations and views them as an attempt to justify a policy of regime change. The Venezuelan government now refers to what it calls hybrid warfare, in which economic pressure, military threats, and information campaigns are intertwined. The appeal for citizens to join popular militias, alongside the regular armed forces, reflects preparations for possible escalation. The stated aim is to strengthen national resilience against what is perceived as a strategy of encirclement. In this confrontation, the military dimension plays an increasing role. The boarding of a tuna boat becomes a symbol used by Caracas to denounce a policy of intimidation. For Washington, it represents a way to maintain pressure on a government accused of severe human rights violations and direct ties to criminal networks. Between the two capitals, trust is absent, and the Caribbean is becoming more clearly a theater of confrontation where each incident can be exploited for political purposes.